สวัสดีค่ะกลับมาพบกับวะและ Drink or Die อีกครั้งหนึ่งนะคะเราก็ยังคงจะอยู่กับมิสเตอร์อีริก ลอรินซ์นะคะบาร์เทนเดอร์ World Class คนนี้นะคะซึ่งมาทำ guest shift ที่ Whisper ค่ะวันแรกเนี่ยเราก็ดื่มดริงก์ของเขาไปตั้งเยอะตั้งแยะนะวันนี้นะคะวันที่2ที่เขาจะอยู่กรุงเทพละมาดูสิว่าจะแตกต่างจากวันแรกยังไงตามว่ามันดูกันเลยดีกว่าค่ะ
ก็ขอเสียงปรบมือต้อนรับคุณอีกคนนึงครับ
Thank you very much for all of you coming over. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. It's my second time in Bangkok and I'm very pleased to be back again because I can see this city, it's really growing and the bar scene is becoming bigger and stronger, and that's what, as a bartender, I like to see. So many great passionate people and making this industry really interesting, I would say, and also recognize that we are not just ones who work behind the shadow of the chefs, because we are actually a liquid chef that's creating exactly the same experience as they does. Obviously, chefs, they made their way into the TV and they made us reputation, but I wouldn't say that we are behind of them. We're just doing something different, and I think something is more fun. So. As Pam said, I'm here for 2 nights, so I'll be tonight also behind the bar doing some cocktails of my own creations and some of the classics as well. And that's what we did yesterday. And what I'm going to talk about here is also mention that now I have to say my past home, which was for 8 years, the bar I spent, and 8 amazing years working with one of the most amazing team at the American Bar, the Savoy. Especially in this country, it's very nice to see that everywhere you go and you've been welcomed with a very big smile, and I think that's a huge part of the hospitality that some people kind of forgetting. I don't know, maybe this is because in London the weather is not as good as here, so people are a little bit more miserable. I don't know, Jamie, can agree with this, right? But I think that's something which we learn, that that's how the whole hospitality should start, and that's how we open the doors, and that's how we greet every single guest, and from that you can tell that it's completely different experience for the guests. Like you sit down in the bar and you just see this miserable sour face. And this is where I like the most about, because making cocktails, it's fun, and taking care of the guests, it's also cool. But I think the most important thing is to deal with the problems, because as soon as a guest has a problem, that's become my problem. And from that I learned that the best thing is that when there's a problem at the bar, I like to be there. I like to find the solution, because when you see that and when you find the solution for the guest, that guest value your experience even more. And that's when the guests will come back. Will come back and remember you that you just did this amazing thing, that you turn it around. I remember there was one great one from our hotel manager when we had a guest and they stayed in one of the suites, £5,000 a night, and they were checking out, and they just said on the reception desk, the guy like, "How was your stay?" So it was nice, but we just couldn't sleep because right next door was so much noise, and we just couldn't sleep all night long. So when the hotel manager heard that, he just goes, "I'm very sorry to hear that. So this day was on us. It's with our confidence, because what we do, we sell food and beds to sleep, and if you didn't sleep well, I feel bad to charge you." So they just walked away and without paying a single penny. And those people, they obviously came back, because if you would charge them, probably they wouldn't come back, because paying £5,000 per night and you just ended up having not having a proper sleep, that's not where you want to be. But to doing it differently, that's really making them turn back, and those guests are still coming back. And now they spend way more than at the first night. So this is about to value the guests rather than the money you need to spend on it, because money, it comes and goes, but if the guest once goes, the money will come back. Discovered in a post in a paper, so it's about from 1915, where it tells the story about how she invented, where she invented the famous hanky panky, and this is probably the most original picture of look-like of the famous Goldman.
เคครับวันนี้สักนิดอะไรนึงนะครับเป็นนิดนึงโอเคมีคำถามอะไรไหมครับถามเยอะ
So like from what I see, like mostly you have to deal with like many kind of guests. So I would say that sometimes we have like, good guests and bad guests. Do you think like we still need like, some? I mean like we still need to like treat them. Prefer bad guests to coming back again and again.
It's every single, I would say, scenario. It's very unique and it's very different. That's what is really happening. So if the guests try to give you an example, the guests try to pay with their fake credit card. Of course, you don't want that kind of guest back again, because that's a kind of, when you use the word bad guest, he's the bad guest because he was just doing a crime.
Yeah.
But you have a guest just because he's bad for one single reason, he's drunk, right? And partially it's our fault that we do not notice him when he walks in that he's drunk. Because especially at the American bar we have a host. So every single person who comes to the bar is greeted by two hosts, because we always have two hosts in the evening. So if those two people don't recognize that the guest is drunk, it's our fault. And if someone is drunk, can't be responsible for his behavior. The problem is if it harms you or anyone in the room. If you didn't harm, then you need to close your eyes and don't come back again. But of course.
เรายังอยู่กันต่อที่เวสเปอร์และเกสชิพคืนสุดท้ายของ Erik Lorincz ซึ่งเมนูค็อกเทลในค่ำคืนนี้ต่างไปจากค่ำคืนก่อนจะมีดริงก์อะไรบ้างตามมาดูกันเลยค่ะสำหรับตัวแรกคือ Alaska Cocktail ประกอบด้วย London Dry Gin ชาทรูสเหลืองและ Fino Cherry Wine การนิชด้วยพาร์เมซานชีสจิบไปแกล้มไปยาวๆไม่มีเลี่ยนค่ะตัวที่2คือคลาสสิกค็อกเทลที่ไม่มีนักดื่มคนไหนไม่รู้จักนั่นก็คือ Aviation ซึ่งถือกำเนิดที่นิวยอร์กโดยบาร์เทนเดอร์ที่ชื่อว่า Hugo Insling ซึ่งเคยรั้งตำแหน่งเป็น Head Bartender ที่โรงแรม Wallick ในช่วงต้นศตวรรษที่ 20 แต่ Aviation ของ Erik นั้นช่างละมุนและกลมกล่อมยิ่งส่วนตัวที่3คือ St. Lawrence Lime Tree ที่มีส่วนผสมของ London Dry Gin Bianco Vermouth ผักชีน้ำแอปเปิ้ลและท็อปด้วยโซดาค่ะบอกเลยว่าแก้วนี้สดชื่นซู่ซ่าหวานรสชาติแอปเปิ้ลและหอมกลิ่นผักชีมากค่ะส่วนตัวสุดท้ายแต่ไม่ท้ายสุดของค่ำคืนนี้ Policeman Hook ที่เบสด้วยเบอร์เบิร์นตามด้วยเวอร์มูฟที่ถูกเบลนด์อย่างดีมีสาหร่ายคุมบุข้าวบาเล่คั่วน้ำตาลและบิตเตอร์เป็นดริงก์ที่มีความเข้มข้นส่งกลิ่นหอมที่ได้จากเบอร์เบิร์นด้วยก็ดีข้าวบาเล่ที่ถูกอินฟิวส์ส่วนรสชาติก็มีความเป็นสาหร่ายที่ได้จากการอินฟิวส์คมบุและตัวสาหร่ายที่การนิชติดมาด้วยมีบอดี้ที่ชัดเจนดีค่ะว่าขอตัวดื่มแก้วสุดท้ายให้หมดก่อนเราเจอกันใหม่เทปหน้าสวัสดีค่ะ
ตัวนี้เสิร์ฟกับตัวไอ้ทิฟฟี่โนรีนะครับ